Hello. How's everyone tonight? Oh my gosh, look at all the kids. Look at all the kids in the class. Mountain Girl?
You know I cannot look at the chat, Libby, or I will fall off. Well, I did just a little bit ago. I seen Betty Jo, seen Trixie, AB 2.25, and Patty, and then I got lost. Then I see.
Okay.
But hello, everybody.
So I don't understand. We were just talking, and you were looking at it.
Yes, but I'm telling you, I have to go back. So when I'm on right now, if I hit chat, then I'm afraid if I come back to you, I'm going to fuck it up. Do you comprehend
You're
that?
not supposed to say the F word in the first 5 minutes.
Oh. No,
actually, it doesn't matter. This video isn't monetized. Okay. So everyone just get yourselves together. All right, let me just take a quick attendance. Okay,
I'm going to go to chat and practice reading and see if I can come back.
Yes,
so
practice reading. Okay. LC Justice, how you doing? Hey, I'm going to mute you for a sec while you're doing that. Okay. All right, Lori's in the house. Nice to see you. Hey, Kelly, what's up? Trixie Star, hello. Crazy Girl Adventures. Nice to see ya. I just cut your name up. I'm sorry. Crazy Girl Paranormal Oddities and Adventures. Say that 3 times fast. I can't even say it 1 time fast. Mom to 1. Hello, my darling. AB said, let's go. Okay. Where are we going? You ready? Okay. Betty Jo gonna come. For real, Betty Jo? For real? No hello to me? Nope. Nothing for Libby. No love for Libby. Ain't that a shame? I love you, Betty Jo. Oh, she brought us both coffees. That was so sweet. Trixie, thank you. Patty, good to see you, babe. And you know what? If that is true, that they were not going to do it this week, you let me know. Bring us the intel. Mississippi girl in the house. How you doing? Duchess. Fuck you mean. Cherokee girl. Hey. Penny. I love me some Penny. I love y'all. All y'alls. Love all y'alls. Oh, now you want to say hi. Okay. Cool. Yep, throw up them signs in the chat. Thank you. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Hey, Brenda. Thank you for the love. Caitlin, what's up? Oh, you're so proper. Thank you for saying present. Oh, baby. 20-day early baby. Is he doing well? He must be doing well. Congratulations, Auntie. I've got the baby fever, which is good because I have a new grandbaby boy coming. Okay, Brenda. Yes. Okay, my bad, Betty Jo, my bad. Hi, Cricket. And my dog just stole a carton of eggs off the counter. Oh my gosh. Are we related? Because that sounds like a few minutes at my house. Babies being born early and eggs getting eaten off of the counter. And who else? What else happened today? I don't know. What I do, girl, what I do. Why you always gotta come in here coughing?
It's the only way I could take an interruption.
Sir wants attention.
Yeah, I need it. Oh,
hello, Alicia. Dirty Diana. Yay, baby's great. Okay, awesome, awesome. Hey, Outlaw. Outlaw, I've been missing you. Where you been? I know, what is it? I mean, you're going to make it anyway, so just,
Yeah, I got you.
Do what you do.
I got you back.
Did I just get mad because he offered me fried chicken? What the hell? I am not. I don't even know. Okay. Hey, Sir Libby. Sir Libby, that's fine. You been busy? Okay. Well, I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. Okay. So let's get down to some business, shall we? Chase is gonna be popping in here, hopefully soon. Yeah. But y'all know about them 7 billboards now. I know you do. Hey, Zona. Oh my God. Yes. I was sitting outside today and first of all, I was playing a video. I was singing the song like nobody was watching. Nobody was listening. I was really into it, filming, and I was out on the porch. And, the traffic was going by and stuff. So long story short, I was in some kind of different realm. And this dude comes outside and scares the literal piss out of me. Okay? I was angry, but I got over it. It was just, I hate being scared. Hi, Tidideen. Tidideen, tidideen. Tidideen, 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 ding, ding. Did the neighbors call the cops? When I was singing? No, but what's his face? What's that dude's name from American Idol? All of them came to my house today. They was like, Libby, we need you, girl. And I was like, I ain't got time for that. Okay. I gotta make a YouTube video tonight. So that's what we doing. Oh no. Oh, I meant to do share screen and I hit stop screen. What the? All right. Just in case y'all didn't see. Oh, look at this girl. Look at this sweet baby. You can't see her yet. Here, add to stream. There she is. Okay. Yeah, Simon. Mm-hmm. All right. So we're going to just hear a little bit of Summer. We're going to hear a little bit of Summer. And you may have heard this already, but it's a good, I mean, look at her. Look at her. Because we have to remember who this is about. We have to remember, and I know we do, but I'm not going to over-explain myself anymore. Sheesh.
I know if she was here, she would say, you're welcome. I know if she was here, she would say, you're welcome. I know if she was here. I know if she was I know if she was here, she would say, you're welcome.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that so sad? It's like heartbreaking.
Oh,
cute.
Thank you, Miss Trish. And she's standing in front of her. You see the 5 candles on there. So that was last February, 5th birthday. Whew.
I seen that earlier come through the feed, and I didn't know that it was going to be, like a video of her speaking, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I mean, it hits you because we see, obviously a lot of photos in all these months, but to hear, like a little voice to
I
go
know.
with a face, I mean, it's sad. It's heartbreaking.
Well, even the video where she's on the swing and you can hear her giggling and kind of saying
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Oh
it's
my
sad. It's
gosh.
heartbreaking. Like
Yeah.
it's really sad. Um, and I think that hopefully with this video being out today, I think it's, good that the parents like posted this because hopefully it'll get everybody's head out of their ass and actually see that this is a child,
Right.
that, you know, this is how people should be acting and behaving, you know, for this child, not acting like a bunch of assholes. And, it's ridiculous.
So, wait, did you say that this was posted on their YouTube channel?
Yeah, it came
Okay.
through like on the feed. I believe that it was the family who actually released it, and then many other people had shared it. But yeah, it's actually on the Wells family YouTube page.
The Don Wells Family Official. Don't forget, it's Don Wells Family Official.
Yeah,
Yeah, got to have his name there first, just saying.
but it
But
is just sad though. Like I don't know. It's sad.
I got this from Plunder, but I didn't realize that it was on their channel too. So that's interesting and good. I am proud of them.
But you know what I mean though, because like a lot of the times, like when there's these missing kid cases, like sometimes on the news they will show like clips of,
Mm-hmm.
something, and we've not really seen that in this case except the swing video. So this, I don't know, it was just touching, but like I said, we've seen so many photos, and I don't know, it was sad. It was just heartbreaking. I mean, her little voice, I don't know, it's just sad.
Hey, Trixie, or if you're able to, or anybody, would you go and grab that video that Brenda's talking about here on the Wells channel and just drop the link? I'm not going to play it because I don't feel comfortable, but just so everyone can go watch it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Dar, how you doing? Matrix Rabbit. I love your name.
But you know what's even more sad too? Also, I mean, here we are, tomorrow's 19 days until Christmas.
Yes.
And, to really seriously like think, oh, I mean, I don't know, it just becomes mental and just very disturbing because, it's not only this child, but, three other children, involved also, that their whole world is completely changed. And can you imagine what their little holiday is going to be like mentally? I mean,
No.
it's heartbreaking. And then and this is when I literally, my blood just starts boiling because it just really pisses me off. Like it hits a point to where I'm like, okay, I'm usually laid back, chill, nice, respectful. Um, but this is the shit that people need to see. They need to remember that these are little humans. This is a real story. These are real people. These are real lives. And, but you want to go ahead and fuck with the good people that are here for the good reason and do the right thing. Um, we're not like a bunch of cash cows running around and, you know, throwing their faces out there to collect a big pocket full of money to pay for our own damn Christmas. You know what I mean? It's sad. Like that hit me hard today.
Yeah. Yep. And let's just talk about this protest thing. Well, okay, wait. Let me back up. Let me talk about. Let me figure out what I'm trying to talk about here. So y'all saw by now that there's 7 billboards up, right? You know about that, Mountain Girl, too?
Yep.
Isn't that amazing?
Yep.
Hey, Norma, how you doing? I know. We don't know. At least I don't know if the boys are together. I feel like
I would honestly like hope so. And I would have strong vibes that they would be, because typically, in a situation like that and the dynamics, they usually try to keep the children together. They don't usually want to separate children,
right.
unless there's, stronger reasons, but I would hope that they are.
And even if they aren't placed together, wonder if they would do something for Christmas where they would be, you know? I'm not sure.
It's too sad to even think about, honestly, because, like I said, it's, so many people have taken the good and the focus off of, the actual child and the children as a whole. And I don't know. I just can't wrap my head around it.
Okay, so here's I don't know how well you can all see this, but it's on my community tab also, and Penny's been streaming it literally all day. So you probably all have seen it, but so our guy 423 Chase, Brad, what we call him Chase, got these 7 billboards. Okay.
Oh, there's also going to be a few videos floating around too over on Rumble, also on it, to spread the word too.
Where?
Over on Rumble.
I don't know. That is.
Oh, okay. So it's another big platform, just like YouTube.
Oh.
Yep.
Well, you learn something new every day, don't you?
There's a lot of really interesting videos over there.
Outlaw, where did you hear that? Three boys is a lot for one household, though. Just saying. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yep, I know. I surely know. Okay, Zona shared some good news. What was it? I have a friend who is adopting his sister's kids who have had it rough, and some of the stories they tell about what life was like with their drug addict mom. And how happy they are now. Wow. Yeah, I've known a couple of families like that too, who have taken in. Man, this was way back, but she took in 4 children. Her sister's 4 children. That was crazy. This friend of mine from back in the day. But you do what you have to do for a family, right? And you just make it work. It's like Sharon from Down Under Crime Talks. She's taking care of her grandchildren for her daughter. You do what you got to do. That sounds like Sir Zona. If he did have a Christmas, it was immediately taken away so that they could buy drugs with the money they could get for selling his stuff.
That is sad. That's why whenever I do, every year I pull, there's families in need on the like local trees to sponsor or Christmas angels. And they always say, like, if you buy clothes or, certain things, do not like attach the receipt to those items. Because a lot of the times the parents will take the items and return them to the store to get the money back. Like, how shitty is that?
Very, very, very.
I would be like the type, I would stand outside in the damn cold and give somebody every stitch of my clothing, like off of my back, like to help them. But for somebody to take away from a child, and especially, at Christmas, like that's just devious and just shitty.
Agree. Okay, so I've got another little video to play. Get ready, buckle up.
Hello, this is Kimberly Chase, and we have breaking news. We just have received news that protesters are on their way to Hawkins County, Tennessee. Yes, that is correct. Rogersville, Tennessee, where Don and Candace Wells reside. For anyone who doesn't know, little Summer Wells went missing June 15th of this year. We have Benny Keys on standby.
I mean, it's insane. Everything in this case is insanity, all right? The whole internet community has turned around for the Wells, the real community of really smart people, really, really emotionally intelligent people. They've turned the corner and they're for the Wells. So they turned the corner, they're for the Wells, and now these idiots are like, okay, we've seen the last person turn the corner for them people and start supporting them. We got to go there and tear them up. We've had enough. We've got to get out there and we've got to change the way that America feels about this family. You understand me? I am being so sincere with you right now. You think these motherfuckers are coming to Tennessee and Brian Enton ain't right behind them or got there before them? Those folks are going there in order to try to sway America's opinion about that family. I'm going there so they can make me famous though. Top of the money.
Well, it should make for exciting times out there on Ben Hill Road.
You understand me? I am being so sincere with you right now.
Well, thank you, Mr. Benny Keys. It's been a lovely interview. You be safe down there. So next we have Cher and Mark. They are from Canada.
We're sleepy, but we already did it. Hey!
I did some research and I discovered, for all of you out there watching that do not understand what hibbity-dibbity is or means, oftentimes referred to as the bedtime boogie. It can also be referred to as slipping satin into sheets. It's similar to the act of darkness, attacking the pink fortress, adult nap time. What else do we have here? Assault with a friendly weapon, and aggressive cuddling, and my absolute favorite, disappointing the wife.
Jay, I would have Molly Golightly. Good. Molly Golightly will be like, I don't even know how to explain it actually. Molly Golightly, she's not, what's that called? She's not going to be in Florida so much anymore when she gets there. It's going to be like culture shock to her. She doesn't want to mess around with country folk. I'm from Minnesota, and she'd be risking doing that. I could only imagine Ben Hill Road and Molly Golightly. This is not Vegas, girlfriend. Like, it's going to be snow and shells around there. I would not go there.
Yeah, I don't understand what the
That's
goal
the
is.
dumbest idea I heard in a long, long time.
Yeah.
The whole idea just...
It's going to be another one of those things where some idiot YouTubers filming themselves screaming at the Wells house.
Yeah,
We want answers!
what's she going to throw at them? Like water pipes or something?
I flew from Hershey to be here. Well, I'm dirty. This house should be burned. That'll get you out. I swear to God, these people, I want to see them fined for this search. Not my heart was when I saw the manipulation that their son did with those cops in Utah. He had those cops eating out of the palm of their hand. That's talent. You got to be psychotic in order to do that. You got to be psychotic.
Where are you from?
Hershey, Pennsylvania.
What's your name?
Marissa Zedinsky.
Spell that last name for me.
Marissa. Z as in Zulu. D as in Delta. A as in Alpha. Z as in Zulu.
Hey, pause that really quick.
So you came here just.
Yes. I want.
Okay, got a question about this. Anybody else pick up on this? So this case was pretty big at the time of this person arriving. Something I want to note here and to really pay close attention is, so you would think at a time like this that there would be some sort of no access to the driveway. There would be at least police keeping an eye on the property. But don't you guys just find it pretty damn ironic that somebody, just a regular random person, was able to just, sneak up and have access to the driveway, and there just so happened to be a camera person and also somebody doing a interview right there on the spot. It just seems just a little staged. Like, I don't know. And I don't know. I've just had vibes on that for quite some time. And then all of a sudden, Dog the Bounty Hunter showed up. Like, I don't know. It seems like the same. It just seems like the same people have just followed into this case for some reason. And I don't know. It just seems very staged to me, because I would think that would not be something typical that would happen. Like, that would be like if I showed up, I guarantee you I probably would not have access to the bottom of the driveway, and there would probably be cops there. So I'm going to be very interested in finding out when this persona shows up on Ben Hill Road, if they have not already done it and pre-recorded it. It's going to be very interesting, to say the least. What are your thoughts, Lib?
My thoughts are that oh man, this I don't have anything nice to say. I don't have anything nice to say.
Well, no, I mean, I'm just being realistic here.
No, for real. I agree with everything you said. I think
just saying that, don't you agree with this being such a high profile case, this whole laundry shit? How would there not be like the driveway taped off or a car sitting there protecting that house, since it was such a high profile case? You follow me? And how does somebody just randomly, get filmed and be on scene? And it just seemed very played out and very dramatic. And I'm not saying anything disrespectful or negative or anything, but I'm just saying, as a outsider looking in, I mean, it just almost seems like a paid actress sent, in my opinion. I don't know, just my opinion here.
No, I agree. And I guess, I mean, I thought that was obvious, but maybe I just, who knows? I thought it was obvious, but maybe some people don't get that.
What I'm curious is, how was there somebody there, just miraculously a reporter there on the scene to witness this and, document this?
Well, they had been there for days. They had been there for days waiting for the laundries to come out of their house.
Again, but I'm just curious as to where were the law enforcement stuff who keep people away? Like, how was somebody able to just slide up there?
Do that.
I bet they showed right back up as soon as she filmed and got done.
Now Sir is making coffee real loudly in the background. Oh my gosh. What did Betty Jo say? Okay. Betty Jo said the cops are there watching their house. They told them if they didn't block the road or use the blowhorns, that was fine. Yeah, I do remember something like that. That they had some stipulations if they were going to be around there, but I'm pretty sure throwing. Well, we'll just go into this video and see what she does. Okay, that was enough talking.
Want to see them. I want to see the FBI drag these people out. I'm not trying to be a dumb, but everyone is reacting to this. The whole world. Let me tell you something else, and you can quote me on this. If Dog the Bounty Hunter finds Brian Laundrie, I'm never paying taxes again.
But the laundry basket was hilarious. But she cannot be going up to Ben Hill Road throwing fucking water lines and shit or whatever she's going to plan on doing. She can't do that. Just make sure she's got a will before she goes and everything because it's dumb. Sure that there was like shortage on shells and shit for so
People are stocking up like it's the apocalypse.
I'm telling you, and when people do that, they can't afford warning shots, Molly Golightly. There's no warning shots.
Attention to this case, right? And this is what we do, right? We find these parents who are like, you know what? I need help.
Summer Wells, Summer Wells, Summer Wells.
This is one of them. You know what? We'd be glad to help you. And I'm sorry I don't have a PI license, but I do have a mouth.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Summer Wells, cash, cha-ching. Do you like my disguise? I thought nobody would know that it's me, Marissa. Yeah, I got my little nose ring in and my little headband, and I had my hair done differently. I don't think nobody gonna notice me. Why am I wearing a disguise? I heard about the hog lots. So yes, I'm dressing as a Southerner. Yeah. Well, of course I don't sound like myself. I'm trying to sound like a Tennessean. Oh, yes, ma'am. We've been stopping those hogs for weeks now. We've been waiting for them to come down here to Tennessee. Starving the hogs. Interesting. Well, it should make for exciting times out there on Ben Hill Road. Oh, Miss Kimberly Chase, it is an honor to meet you. Yes, I'd gladly answer some questions for you. Yes. Oh, my name is Officer Lonnie Lawson. No, ma'am, that is not to be confused with Ronnie Lawson. No, there's no relation. No relation to Donnie either. No relation to Donald Wells at all. Yes, ma'am. We're well aware that Benny Keys is on the way down here. Yes. Yes, ma'am. We look forward to having his assistance. Yeah. We don't really want him down here, but we damn sure don't want the MGLs down here. Yeah. You got to pick your battles. Yes, Miss Chase. I was indeed brought here because of the YouTubers that are going to be descending upon Ben Hill Road on the 7th. Yes. We do not expect trouble, but we want to be prepared if that need be. You know, if that ends up being the case, we are here on the job. Yes, ma'am, Miss Kimberly Chase, anytime. You got any more questions for me? You just give me a holler. Well, hello, Miss Chase. Yes. I definitely am concerned about the events coming. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Which side am I on? Well, can't you tell by looking at me? Can't you tell? I mean, I got my hair perfect, not a hair out of place. Oh, this accent, it's not real. No, I just want to fit in when I'm down there in Tennessee, so I'm practicing my Southern accent. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I think I could pass. What do you think? What? Oh, no, I worked really hard on this. I think I'll fit right in. Well, I had a cousin that went down there one time to Tennessee. Yes, ma'am. And she told me, if you get asked, what do you want to drink? You just always, no matter what, you just want a sweet tea. Yes, ma'am. I already know that. Yes. Yes, ma'am. I have heard about the hog farms down there in the South. Why are you mentioning those? What? No. You're kidding. What do you mean they put people in the hog lots and there's no evidence of a crime and no evidence of even a body? Really? Well, I'll be. I'm sorry, darling. I don't know what they're talking about. I was assured that this is the disguise to wear to get out there to Don and Candace's. Yes. Yes.
Oh shit. Hold on for a minute. Let me let's see here. Thank you for that, sir. Sandman, give me a G. So guys.
Oops. I was going into a new video. Oh my God. What did Sandman give me a what? Did he say give me a who? Huh? It's supposed to be a dream. I'm not sure if that's what he said. No, Trixie, don't post bennies. I mean, no disrespect, but it doesn't have to do with what we're just trying to do here. I just mistakenly played that. But how freaking hilarious.
That's the first I had seen that. I'm like, what the hell is that?
She's amazing. Okay, so since we're in the laughy mood, let's go ahead and play. Let's go ahead and play some Lizzie B, okay?
This motherfucker, Bradley Allen, thought he could put 7 billboards of summer up after I threw a fit over the one. I'm pissed. Who gave you permission, Brad? I didn't give you permission, Bradley Allen. You're not allowed to do anything for summer unless I say so. Somebody give me a magnifying glass. I need to look at these records here because I don't believe shit. I'm gonna find something. I hate this motherfucker. Can somebody cash out me some cigarettes and wine? It's going to be a long 20,000 hours. I'm going to have to search for this to look for one punctuation error. Fuck my life.
So I'm sitting in my office on wheels thinking.
Lizzie is a firecracker, dude.
Okay, now you said she's got some more from today too.
She has like let's see. I don't know. I didn't go through like all of them. I kept like checking my stream and I just kept seeing those little like those little short ones, and I'm like, Lizzie's like on a roll today. I didn't click on. I was actually cooking and they just kept coming through and I'm like, what is Lizzie on, man? Look at her. She's on a freaking roll today. That's why I call her firecracker. I mean, I know some people, they don't agree with things that she says or whatever, or like her or don't, but I mean, like I said, she's never done shit to me, and she's just a little firecracker.
She is. I appreciate her. I have a newfound appreciation. I surely do. I think it's funny that Country Kitchen, I mean, oh my God, I literally can't say Country Christian asked. Oh, yeah, Trixie. Oh, sorry, Trixie. Sorry, I was just responding to, yeah, okay. Anyway, who is she talking about? If y'all know who she was talking about, please type it in the chat. Oh my gosh. That's so dang funny. Cold Case. Who's Cold Case? Cold Case is in the building? Who dat? Oh, hi. True Crime Commentary silent live. She's funny for that. Hey, Penny, I'm gonna send. Well, let me know. Do you want to come up? Because I will send you the link on Discord if you do.
Come on up, Penny. Join the party, girl. And hello, Cold Case in chat. Penny said,
Mm-hmm. Duchess said, Tiff Cushy.
Hey, Carolina Roots.
No, not Cher. We're not picking on Cher today. She's actually grown on me too.
Did you see the video that I caught a little bit of it where Cher was like mocking somebody and she had like the suitcase and she was a trip. I caught a little bit of that video.
Oh, Dar, I don't know. Who did you say first, honey? Okay, that's cool, Penny. Just wanted to make sure that I extended the offer to you. What happened to your channels, TM? What you talking about, Deb? You have to watch Lizzie. Oh, you have to watch the one with Lizzie screaming Molly. Oh, shiz. Okay. I know, Penny, when I first started reading that, I was like, whoa. I surely did. I felt awkward immediately.
I can't read the chat right now. What happened?
Well, you're just going to have to rewind because I'm not saying it again. And she said I can't post it on the screen. Oh, Lord. Okay, so I need to, can you hold it down for a minute? I'm going to go and find, oh, Cher was doing the parody of Molly? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, it was, she was a trip.
Who? Whoa. Okay, Cher did it?
Yeah, it was Cher and her husband. I thought it was in the video that you were playing. It was somewhere in that video maybe or another one, but same dynamic and like I don't know. And I haven't seen like all of them that were out there. I just caught a couple of them. And this is honestly, you guys, just having like fun humor. And I think we do it tastefully.
Well, I don't care if we don't.
Libby, you're such a bad one.
I'm just saying, I'm not. No,
I know. I'm too proper. I need to cut loose, right?
Girl, I don't know who told you he was proper because you sure are not.
I'm joking.
Okay, this is what. Okay, yes, I'm gonna go. Okay, after the one I just played. Okay, girl, I'm gonna go get that. I'll be BRB.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna go. Well, shit. I don't know if I go to chat if I'll lose you guys, but anyway, hope everybody is doing well. And like I said, yeah, Libby gives me shit because I try to stay cordial and like respectful and stuff, but it is fun to cut up every once in a while and talk a little bit about what is going on. and everything, but hopefully everybody is doing good. And as Libby said early in the beginning of the live, that Chase is going to hop up here and speak a little bit. Basically, all this shit going on, all the talk and everything about these billboards and stuff. I don't know about you guys, but myself personally, I'm just so like drained and exhausted, like from seeing so many directions, like speaking of, all this stuff all the time. I don't know. All right, I guess Libby found a video, you guys.
Thanks for taking the wheel.
Which one is this one, Lib?
Why you wait till I press play to ask?
I didn't know you hit play, biatch.
This is the one that Diana just requested. It's a tribute to Molly Golightly. A tribute. Okay, I need all that off there. Okay.
He does 7 billboards. 7 fucking billboards. How do I live with this? How can I? We need to have somebody take him out. Call the mafia. Wait, shit. He's a cornbread mafia leader. Fuck my leg. Oh my god. Molly! I need your wine and Xanax. Hurry. Stat. 911. I have to be the better person. I can't let him win. I have to win at all costs. I don't care about that $5,000 that was offered to me to give away these recordings. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't do recordings. Hold on. Oopsie. He does 7 billboards. 7 fucking billboards. How do I live with this? How can I? We need to have somebody take him out. Call the mafia. Wait, shit. He's a cornbread mafia leader. Fuck my leg. Oh my god. Molly! I need your wine and Xanax. Hurry. Stat. 911. I have to be the better person. I can't let him win. I have to win at all costs. I don't care about that $5,000 that was offered to me to give away these recordings. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't do recordings. Hold on. Oopsie.
Oh my God, Lizzie.
All right. Our special guest is on his way. That was on the phone. That's why I played that twice. Okay.
So I'm sitting there cracking up because I'm not good with like these apps and stuff like that I see people using, but I'm like cracking up because she sounds like a little toddler, and she was like, ah.
Oh my gosh. She's hysterical. I need to start doing some of those because I like those. Those are fun.
What is it? How do you even do it?
I don't know if she's doing it on TikTok or what. I mean, there's a million different apps to do stuff like that. Hey, Lizzie, what's up? Did you see she's here? Mountain girl. Where'd you go? Did you fall off the mountain? Did you break your microphone? What's happening?
Oh, shit. I was talking with it on mute. Hey, little firecracker. How are you, Lizzie? I can't see the chat, guys, but I see that Lizzie just popped up on the screen. But oh my God, she's a damn firecracker, you guys.
Yeah, she is. And I like it. Oh, Katrina's making a wedding quilt. That's lovely.
Lizzie, what app? I was just asking Libby, like, how do you guys do those little videos? Like, is there an app or something?
There's a delay. So we'll probably get that answer in about 20 seconds. Or we'll see the answer in 20 seconds. I don't know how it works. It's some kind of matrixy shit. Zona can't stop shopping. Just ordered personalized dog paw ornaments. Oh, that's so cute. I've been decorating for Christmas, but then mostly I just have a bunch of Christmas boxes sitting in the living room and I'm looking at them like, can you just decorate yourself? Like, can you just do
I'll
it?
come decorate.
Huh?
I said I'll come decorate.
I mean, I don't know why it's not. I don't know. I'm not Christmassy this year. It's stupid. Because I have so many, like, I keep all of my decor, my different, holiday seasonal decor in Rubbermaid, big bins out in the garage. And all of the Christmas ones are red. And there's literally like 8 of them. Is that psycho or?
No. Do you saran wrap your tree at the end of the year?
No. Why do you do that?
So it just stays fully decorated.
Girl, what?
Yeah. Like, literally, like, saran wrap that bitch right up, like, with the bulbs and everything on it. And you just take it down and just kind of like refluff it. But yeah.
Okay.
That's only on the big tree because literally, like, it's a bitch to do. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna saran wrap this bitch and stick it in the corner of the damn pole barn and call it a day.
That's brilliant. But I actually like decorating the tree. And the kids, the grandbabies like doing it.
Well, yeah, I decorate the other trees, but that's just the big one, and I'm lazy.
Well, usually, I love it. Like Christmas is my favorite to decorate for. But now, like I said, the boxes are just sitting there, and I'm like, I put some stuff up, but I'm like, can the rest of you just throw yourself up somewhere and then put the boxes away? I don't care.
You know what? Now they actually have companies like that you can hire, and it's actually a genius idea. At first, whenever I heard about it, I'm like, are these people like not right? But they come and decorate like the outside and the inside of your home. And I'm thinking, damn, I want to do that. Like, I want to do that for a living.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you should.
I would love it. Seriously. Like, I mean, I help, like a lot of my friends and stuff like that. They're like, I don't know how to decorate and you do a good job. So I'm always have like people wanting me to help them, but I love decorating. I love it.
I go through phases where I'm obsessed and I do all of the things and then I do nothing for a while. I'm currently in a doing nothing session. So that's what's going on over here. But the one, the only, Chase is in the building. He's right there.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Well,
I'm good.
We're glad that you're here.
Oh, thank you.
When are the billboards currently up right now?
No, they got to make them first. That's a lot of vinyl. I mean, a whole lot of vinyl. As you figure these things.
They're not the digital ones?
No, these are going to be static.
All right.
They're going, just regular billboards. And, I mean, they're still going to be lit up and everything. You'll still be able to see them at night. But, it's not the electric ones, so they are there. They don't change.
That's what I was going to say. Is that's what's nice about them is they don't change to McDonald's or all that mess.
Yeah. And that would make sense. For the people who don't know a whole lot about advertising is that takes more time. So that would make sense as to why they're not like up right at midnight, because they have to be made. But, I'm sure that some people, they don't think of things like that or comprehend that.
Well, see, all you got to do is actually read the contract, and it'll tell you when they come up. But
Chase, are you coming for me right now? What are you trying to say?
no. I'm just throwing hints out there to some people that don't. If you read the contract, it says.
Who needs to
December.
read when we can just ask you? I mean, don't do that. I
Yeah,
don't want to read.
You all can ask me, but that's fine. But there's others that they don't ask. They feel the need to go ahead and just spout out instead of, asking.
I'm messing with you.
It's they'll come up some will come up on the 20th, and by the time they're done, there's going to be 7 total for 3 months, and
That's
then
awesome.
let's see, and then I've got the option of 3 more months. So anyway, those billboards are mine. Mine and Christie's now, and we can keep them for as long as we need. And they'll be. We got the best billboards in Kingsport. Let's put it that way.
Christy is a really super person. She is awesome. She's been a sub from mine from day one, and I think she's just truly amazing. And I think you're amazing too, Chase.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You're amazing too. So, but I am going to put you on that zip line in Las Vegas, and your one to be will be awaiting you at the end of that zip line. I hope you know that.
All right, and I just ordered you a red velvet robe and a box of cigars.
Oh my gosh!
You need to get. I think she's in. You need to get Lizzie to do some more area codes. I think she's in here.
Wait, Lizzie, did I send you anything? Am I slacking? Because I know I got that assignment too. Whoopsie. Hey, Karen.
I was off the mountain for that one. What did I miss it or what?
You gotta go catch up on her videos, man. She's been tearing it up here lately.
Well, we should go play that one.
But I haven't been on like a whole lot today. I've just like kind of checked like the feed like a little bit here and there, so I've not really been like super active today.
You gotta watch those 2 that she made today. That I almost died when I seen those.
We did.
She's a little firecracker. Sometimes, and sometimes when she'll post something, I sit there and I chuckled. I mean, not necessarily at like what she's, particularly doing, but I just think of her like she just reminds me of like the little sister that I never had.
It's that face. I think it's on Snapchat or something. She said, and it's that face, man. I mean, and then she'll go. If you watch one from a while back, just the way she says Benny Keys.
I like how she says her name. She's like Brad.
So I can't quit laughing about that, man.
Laughter is good medicine.
That is crazy.
Yes, it is good stuff for like laughter though, because like in all seriousness, as I like said before, a lot of our subs, they're elderly, so they don't really understand certain dynamics of like what's taking place like at war and shit, and they don't watch other channels, and they're just like, what's taking place, what's going on. So they're confused by things. So when you have people who are, necessarily like putting up post alerts and making people think that there's some fraudulent bullshit going on, and I mean, hopefully, like now that this is out, you know, it'll be important to see if those are, removed, because, obviously the information is, damaging, and it's, not correct.
They're gonna keep coming at me regardless, but I'm just gonna keep on doing it. I mean, I guess they thought they'd run me off and make me stop, but I'm not gonna stop. I mean, I did that laying in the bed while I was sick, and there's certain people out here that are healthy, and I still ain't seen nothing be done down here. Nothing.
Well, here's the thing, like, and you should never be ran off, because at the end of the day, and I'm sure, haters are watching right now and, hate my guts too, but at the end of the day, I'm a fair ass bitch. And if other people,
I'm sorry, what?
I said I'm a fair ass bitch. I didn't stutter. Fair ass bitch, moi, me, sister. But no, here's the thing is, like other people, they have a voice, they have a channel. So, all of us, we should be able to have a voice, and we should be able to have a channel. And this is where shit gets really twisted and fucked up. This is why I say it almost turns into like what it seems like fucking politics. It's like, oh, one can say something, the other can't. But no, everybody should have a damn voice and be entitled to, have their opinion and thought. And I think it's good that you came back, Chase.
Well, yeah, and I can't wait for them to run around. That's why I thought it was hilarious that there's 7 of them, because they always want to, somebody was watching that one billboard across from the church, right? And they just couldn't wait to be like, where did it go? So now I want them to run around and with their, chasing their tails looking for 7.
It had babies. It reproduced. It had 7 babies. See,
That's what I'm talking about.
When all the hate started coming on that, I mean, I don't, they can hate me all they want to, but I mean, I don't care what you think about the church. I don't care what you think about the family. I mean, this right here, stop. Just the guy that there's 2 facts in this whole case, and this is all anybody knows. There's 1 little girl missing, and there's 3 innocent parties in it, and that's 3 little boys. And if you all don't think that these little boys are hearing everything on YouTube, you're dead wrong. They we've all had kids, and they they hear and they see stuff. God, these 3 little boys didn't do nothing. I mean, whether you think the parents are guilty, whether you think they're innocent, that ain't for none of us to decide. So we don't have to get on here and spout it. All we can do is try to help protect the people that's innocent. And I mean, that's 3 little boys right there. That's a fact. Them boys didn't do nothing. And regardless, whether you like it or not, they love their mama and daddy. And, whether they had the best mom and dad in the world, or whether they had the worst mom and dad in the world, it don't matter. They love.
I agree, and I don't think that damaging, people is, what's that going to do at the end of the day? I mean, I think it's safe to say that since June, everybody has had their own, like opinions and their thoughts, but you have to draw the line at some point and say, okay, well, when the hell is enough? Because I mean, it's not doing any good. And it again takes the focus and the direction off of the importance here, which is a missing child, and these other children. So I find it irrelevant to bash the family and tear them down and tear innocent people down, because at the end of the day, it's just not doing any good.
if people quit worrying about bashing me and do work like that one you've got posted right there, Penny, she's getting, me and her's been working together on some stuff while I've been quiet. And Penny right there, she's fixing to come out with something that's gonna knock your socks off. And I took it to the TBI last week, and they are very interested in it. So just watch.
Oh, that's exciting.
Guess what, Chase? More exciting news. A little birdie whispered in my ear that I know, and there. Trust me, there's there's some videos that are going to be over on Rumble, another platform too.
I can't believe I've never heard of that before.
You have, Chase?
Yeah. That and well, so these guys that work with me, they're all the time throwing crap up at me, and they say we need to do this, we need to do that, and I said no. You all talked me into doing this, and look what it's got me. So I ain't doing no more. I'll do this, and that's it.
Yeah, these people, they're like legit, like big creators and channels. And you know, they're very good, classy and clean style, but yeah, so I think it's good. And not only that, but it brings some attention and spotlight to this case in another positive direction with, you know, a gigantic platform with even, I mean, big ass creators and channels and stuff. So I think it's good.
Yeah, see, and they don't let this this ignorance go on. You know what I mean? They don't tolerate that. Can, can you play them videos she made again, Livy? I want to see those again.
I will. I think you've earned it.
That's hilarious.
But let's really quick. Can anybody tell us what is the purpose of the protesting that is supposed to be going on? Well, who are they protesting? What are they protesting? Where are they going? Why?
I don't know. I heard this going down there at the house, but I mean, more power to them. You know, go on with your back.
Godspeed is what I have to say.
That's what I say.
So here's the thing. And again, you know, like people are entitled to, you know, like go and do that and stuff. Because it wouldn't be any different like than if we said like, hey, we want to go and do something like that. But there are special like permits and stuff that have to be pulled in order to do a peaceful protest. So you know, I'm sure that they've pre-planned and, you know, hopefully took care of that. But this is what's going to be very interesting because we've heard the neighbor on that road claiming how nobody is welcome there, stuff of that nature. So it's going to be very interesting to see if it's like blocked off and nobody comes out of the woodwork, because they obviously would not be able to go past the driveway and trespass because I think you guys all recall the family absolutely did not want, you know, like psychics or outsiders, nobody, you know, like coming up near the home and stuff. So if, I don't know, it's just, the whole thing's just weird in my opinion, because again, you're out in the middle of freaking nowhere. This is not LA. This isn't Hollywood. And how many missing kid cases do we have? So why in the hell is this case all of a sudden the one to spotlight to go and, you know, use a stem, whatever the hell it is? Because I mean, do they think that that's the new technique to where a family member is going to come down and just miraculously like admit to something, or you know what I mean? Like it's odd, and the timing for it as well is what I just find a little questionable. Is why wait until December? Why wasn't this something that was done months back, like when we weren't getting any answers? You know what I mean?
Exactly. I know what you mean.
We got a lot of people saying saying a lot of different things here. So Sweet Peas Tea said that Bullhorn Betty wants answers from Candace. I went and peeped one of her videos and I was not impressed. I was like, whoa, okay. And
well, wait a minute here. So she wants
Katrina-
answers, but I mean, wouldn't I mean, do you really think that the family is going to give some random person off of YouTube answers over like the freaking law enforcement or, you know, like real people, like real officials that are working on the case?
Well, some people think that they have special powers that they don't have because people are crazy.
Oh, love you too.
You
Hello?
love us, Chase?
Oh, yeah, I love you all too. But I was sending a daggone text thing or a voice text thing.
Okay.
Back.
So McBro says they are trying to get the parents to talk, is my understanding. Well, good luck with that. That's not going to happen. Not really sure why else, or to get news stations to follow them. Okay. Hey, Brandy, how you doing? But then Katrina says that it was canceled.
What, canceled?
And Lizzie, I think that you are onto something. She says, I would say it's a money grab for the channel streaming. It's Christmas is coming and also to build up a few new channels. Could be.
Okay, now pay very close attention to this as well, because this is something else that will be very interesting to see if this happens. As many of you guys know, a lot of you creators went in person to the vigil there in the area. And at no point in time were any reporters or local news there. Am I correct?
No.
Okay. Yeah, they were there at the smaller gathering one, but they didn't show up for the YouTube one that was actually very large and quite beautiful. So they did not show up there for that. So I'm just willing to bet it'll just be miraculously that some random reporter in the area or the news will just so happen to catch wind of it and talk about it.
Oh no, they don't have to catch wind. They've done been told. They've done been told. That they know. I mean, all the news media knows. So if they're gonna do it, they're gonna do it big now.
But you see what I'm saying here, though. It just once again, because anybody else who has tried to come to the area or who has offered to come to the area has not been offered any kind of mainstream media coverage or any kind of attention locally or by reporters or by the news, to my knowledge. So it'll be very interesting if the news or somebody like just comes flying out of the woodwork to videotape somebody with 50,000 or less subscribers that is on YouTube. I'm sorry, but I find it to just be a little fucking ironic of what is taking place. I don't know. It just seems very staged, and I don't know. Do you feel me?
I know
Not
what
just
you
a
mean.
little ironic, a little fucking ironic. Okay, just don't get it twisted.
But this is, well, here's where it gets better, because this is going to build some pressure. Because see, here's the thing. If they're going to do this for this case, so this is positive. They're interested in demanding answers for missing children, correct? So with that being said, you know, then we should more than likely see them at numerous missing kid cases all over the world, even the smaller cases too. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
So do you know what Benny is going for, Chase? Because I know that you kind of talk with him, don't you, sometimes?
I talk to him. You know, but only thing that I know, he's just coming down to show support for the family.
For the family,
And,
yeah.
I'm not mad at anybody for doing that. I mean, if we're not going to be mad at the protesters, we can't be mad at the supporters. I mean, you can't have it both ways. You know what I mean?
I am mad at the protesters. I don't
Well,
think,
but you
and
know
you
what
know
I'm
that
saying. You
I'm
know
not.
exactly. Yeah.
I am not a fangirl of the Wells. Okay, the adults. That is, I am a
Yeah, I
fan
know. I
of all the
know.
children, but I'm not going to go to their house. I'm not going to go to their
No.
house. What,
Well,
what the
that's what
hell?
I'm saying though.
That's not my business.
But see, Libby, you're not on here, beating them up day in and day out. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but we're not entitled to our own facts.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. We don't have to be, just because we disagree, don't mean we can't get along, and don't mean we can't work. People can't work together to help find these kids.
Absolutely. And that's what we've got to do. We've got to realize that, look, you're not going to talk me out of what I think, and I'm not going to talk you out of what you think. And we don't need to do that. We just need to focus on finding Summer and uncovering the facts.
I mean, like, and then just keep it like respectful, like all around the board, because at the end of the day, if people say like, hey, they want to go and protest and stuff. I mean, it goes both ways. Like, who are we to say like, no, you can't go or don't go? At the end of the day, if we don't support or like their decisions, then I mean, we have the adult mindset to where we would not just watch or entertain it. And then I would just think that it would go all the way around, like that this side of the board would be respected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And also,
listen, people who throw laundry at a house and say this house should be burned down are not respectful. The people who are going to do that kind of stuff, you can't reason with them and expect them to be respectful. That they're not.
Well, once again, that's what I said about it seems very, just very, very interesting, because that would not be a normal situation. That would not be handled. I mean, again, like if myself showed up there and I did that, then I guarantee you a cop would be getting out of a unmarked car and stopping me, or there would be consequences. So once again, the whole thing just seems, in my personal opinion here, just staged and just very staged.
It's like me and Lizzie's been working together a couple weeks on some stuff. Me and her don't agree on everything, but that don't mean she's beating the hell out of me every time she turns around, or I'm beating the. I mean, people can work together. You don't have to agree 100% on everything. And me and Penny work together on things, and me and Penny don't agree on everything, but we ain't beating each other up. You know what I mean? We're adults. You can agree to disagree and work together.
Yeah, I agree. I've always worked well with you, Chase.
Yeah, I know.
I just think that, and I mean, I honestly, like, there's not one person on YouTube that I would be able to say that I would not be able to have an adult conversation with and speak with.
Exactly.
And I try to be very respectful. And like I said, I'm sure people are going to talk shit and try to make some, crazy bullshit up and stuff like that. But I can tell you right now, I'm honest and I keep shit real, and I'm realistic. I don't do any of this like throw people under the bus shit.
When I first came on here, you was one of the first ones that I ever started watching, and then I started watching others, but you was the first one I ever got in contact with, wasn't you, Mountain Girl?
Yep,
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. And then you daggone left me here by myself hanging. I hope you're proud of yourself. Libby, send her to the office.
I know, she left us all. It was not cool.
Yeah, I hope you're happy. I hope you're happy, Mountain Girl.
But wait, Chase, you did that too.
Yeah, well, I take that back. I take that back, honey. I'm sorry I said that. I shouldn't have said it.
No, here's the thing. Here's what happens. So, if you're not here as, like a paid actress or, or a paid actor or anything like that, then you're just like a normal human being and you don't understand, the dynamics of some shit with this whole like fucking YouTube bullshit. But I can tell you one damn thing. When you come back the second round, you come back fucking stronger and a little bit more determined and a little bit smarter. And when you come back hard, that's when you always have something very good in your back pocket. And it's like I've never pulled here. See, here's the thing. And maybe this is why some people are smart and don't fuck with me, is because I haven't pulled out any ammo out of my back pocket yet. And I don't know. You just have to be very, very respectful and hope that other people are respectful in return. But what you have had to go through, like, it makes no sense, in my opinion, because you have done nothing but good things. And, I think it's sad, like, what you've had to encounter and deal with personally.
They're leaving everybody else alone. It's okay. I mean, the only thing that bothers me really is some of the messages, but I mean, I don't even want to tell them that bother, but there's hundreds more than what you all have seen. I mean, hundreds. It is every day. I mean, I even got them today, but I don't sit and bitch and whine about it. I mean, but you have to read that stuff and and everybody's saying I'm faking leukemia. Just try to go through what I went through this weekend, and with some of the people that talked to me, ask them if I'm faking anything, and get ready for that video too, because I'm working on it. Going into the doctor and showing. It's gonna be right there for you to see. So
here's the thing, and see, that hits a fucking nerve with me, because at what point in time does anybody have to fucking record going into the doctor and shit? It's nobody's business. It's bullshit. Like, I'm sorry, but there comes a point in time where enough is fucking enough. Okay,
I know that.
I'm serious. Listen, you do not owe nobody fucking shit. And the time that you have to go in and record a damn video of your health and going into the doctor's office is when some shit needs to get turned the fuck up on YouTube then. Because that's not cool. And that won't happen. Don't you dare, Chase. Fuck that.
Well, I'm doing it too to try to help other people, show them. I mean, I'm not doing it just for that. I'm doing it for other things, but just to try to show my journey with it, and if it helps somebody, it does. If it don't, it don't. But if I did a video, where a lot of people felt like they was alone, and you're not alone. You're never alone. I mean, I've felt pretty alone here the last couple of weeks, but I mean, I know I'm not alone. I mean, I can pick a phone up and call 100 people, and every one of them would be right there, to talk to me or whatever. But, just people need to know they're not alone, especially this time of year. It's hard,
Yes.
And
well, if you feel led to do that, then by all means do it. But it pisses me off that people think that you owe them that, because you absolutely don't owe them anything.
No, I don't owe. No, I don't know.
When did this shit like really start? Do you feel like, was it? Because I mean, I don't know like the whole dynamics and stuff, but I mean, I'm just trying to pinpoint and figure out like at what point in time did shit just go south? Because I mean, it's just crazy.
When Princess wasn't the center of attention.
Well,
That's when it, I mean, come on.
just
Y'all
give
know.
me some time for things to get where they need to get to, and you know, for things to be given to people, and then I everything will be told from A to Z.
Well, I want to go on the record to say that you don't have to prove anything to me. I believe you. I don't need to see a video of proof.
Oh, I know that. I know.
So I just want to make that very clear.
Like I said, if you know, and the reason why I don't talk much after I have those treatments, because for some reason it just burns the back of my throat up, and I can't hardly. I mean, I can't hardly talk a lot of times.
I know. I talked to you and I was like, why do you sound like that?
So here's the thing, really quick. Not to interrupt you, Dare, but so here's the thing, really quick. And I mean, I even mean this to people that I don't necessarily like keep up with and stuff too, is I just don't feel that anybody should ever have to explain themselves or to prove something. That's just something I just find disturbing. Like, I sure as fuck wouldn't do it. I wouldn't. And at the end of the day, Chase, like, I mean, people are going to, obviously try to do things to either hurt you or to push you away or scare you off and stuff. But at the end of the day, just, don't even pay any attention to it. If there's naive people out there who, want to believe that, then that's their choice at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, people know who you are and what you stand for. I don't know. It sucks for anybody to have to go through that kind of shit.
Well, I tell you, I thank you and Libby a whole lot, but and I do, you both know I love you all, but I'll tell you, what keeps me going is right down there. It's, the people that is in the chat, they will go out of their way to get your email or whatever, just leaving little things in the comments. I mean, guys, nobody on YouTube would be anything without you all. I mean, you people that listens, you are the ones that I love and I care for, and that Libby and Mountain Girl loves and cares for. I mean, without you all, none of this. I mean, sometimes when I was at that, and Libby, you know this too. When we were at that vigil, I mean, people would come up to you acting like you're a freaking celebrity. Guys, we're just normal people.
That was weird.
Yeah, that's what I always tell my channel, you guys, is I tell people, I'm like, it's nice to be appreciated and stuff, but at the end of the day, we are no different than you guys here are subs. Like, we are subs to other people too. Like, we are not fucking celebrities. We are basic ass people. We're no different or any better than any of you guys here that sub to our channels.
And
hold up. I'm not basic. I'm not basic.
Bitch, you're basic. Don't lie.
Not basic. I'm gang.
Okay, well, I'm basic and I own it. I'm basic.
Okay, so we didn't watch this one yet, and I haven't seen it. This is Operation Billboards. So I'm gonna mute. Everybody mute yourself so we don't get echo, and I'll play it.
I still don't see the billboards. I've been looking for 8,423 hours. I ran out of cigarettes online again on hour 3,425, and nobody's cash out to me any money for cigarettes online. All I do have is these chocolates that Ziggy gave me. And
that's not the right one, Libby.
I did hear that. Big meat cheese. going to Tennessee. This motherfucker, Bradley Allen, thought he could put 7 billboards of summer up after I threw a fit over the one on piss. Who gave you permission, Brad? I didn't give you permission, Bradley Allen. You're not allowed to do anything for summer unless I say so. Somebody give me a magnifying glass. I need to look at these records here because I don't believe shit. I'm gonna find something. I hate this motherfucker. Can somebody cash out me some cigarettes and wine? It's gonna be a long 20,000 hours. I'm gonna have to search for this to look for one punctuation error. Fuck my life.
She is a firecracker. Oh my gosh.
How can you not love that? I mean, how can you not?
Brad. That was the best.
I can't. That's
Let
hilarious.
me get my magnifying glass.
Yeah. 20. You can't. You didn't have my permission.
Oh my gosh. I love it. Oh, good. Lizzie's laughing too.
That's hilarious.
Is that the one you were watching?
That's the one that's the funniest, I think.
All right. Oh, you want the link? Penny wants a link. All right.
Oh, Penny wants to join the party.
Okay, girl, here you go.
And Chase, thank you, dear, for coming up and hanging out with us.
You're welcome. Thank you for letting me. I ain't got much longer though. But I'll stay for a little bit longer.
It's all right. You just do what you do.
Okay. That Bradley Allen, you don't have my permission.
Bradley.
And if you all, guys, she been doing this shit for a long time. I mean, go back and watch some of it. It's hilarious. It's funny.
Why is it like that?
I cut it away so it could stand like that.
Okay, I'm gonna mute out because I need to eat this fried chicken.
It's hot now. Careful.
But here's Penny. Hey, girl.
Fresh out the oil.
Hello.
Hey, Penny girl, what's up?
Nothing, man. That shit is so damn funny.
Firecracker, man.
Look, I don't even care who you are. If you don't laugh at that. That one right there.
Well,
Anyway.
I gotta say hi to you, Penny, before I had to say bye, but I'm gonna have to get off here, okay?
Okay. Hey, I just remembered that I have a stream running.
Penny.
Once I left my bedroom, I totally forgot, and then I went outside to go burn a box because the box. Why do these people deliver these Christmas presents with the damn name of what it is on the outside of the box? I had to burn that shit and almost burn my house down.
Guys, I'll see y'all later, okay? I love all of you.
We love you, Chase.
Love you.
Penny, don't pull a Tefkashi now with the
No,
fight.
look, I brought it outside to the fire pit like a reasonable person, and I got one of those barbecue pit lighters and started to burn the corner of the box. It finally caught, but then the damn wind blowed, and then it freaking went all over the place. Oh, and I was like, no.
Girl.
What was the present?
A keyboard piano.
Cute.
And the damn the box said keyboard piano.
Oh no.
So I had to open that box. I had to open that box, and there was another box inside. So I was like, okay, this one I can manage. I can wrap that. But the other box was just too damn big, because you know how they pack it full of styrofoam and all that stuff.
Hell yeah, those boxes are like 3 times the size of what's ever inside of it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Speaking of boxes, like here, watch and see. Like since it's the holidays, this is what cracks me up. You'll drive through a neighborhood, and like right after the holidays, you'll see a 70-inch TV box out at the trash at the curb, and I literally like want to get out and put a sign up like, "Hey, dumbass!" Like you're saying, like, "Hey, I just got a 70-inch TV. Rob me!" Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. 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 I do. I see it all the time.
So tell us about this baby.
Oh, that's my little nephew. And so he was supposed to be born on the 26th, but then the doctor was like, or she kept contracting, right? She kept, and this is her third baby. You know what? They always come faster with each time. So it's her third one. Yeah. And she kept contracting, and then she at a appointment they were like, well, you're already 5 centimeters, so
dang.
And they're like, you just need to take it easy and stop, because she's a busybody. She like does all that remodeling crap that Mountain Girl does. And she's so good at it too. And she makes me sick.
Oh, she flips houses?
Huh?
She flips houses too, you said?
Oh, she doesn't flip houses. So her and her husband, they bought a farmhouse from his parents, and she by herself has completely redone the whole entire dang thing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's my jam. That's my current project right now, and it's about 92% done. I gotta send you a picture, Libby, because I've got the siding and everything done, and the front porch is going on. But we literally like ripped it down from the ground up and like redid inside, outside, and everything. I love that shit.
That is so amazing, and I don't know why you don't have a channel doing that. I need you to do that.
I am. I'm working on one, because every single property I have done like all the before and after and every bit of the process, like photos and stuff. But I can tell you guys right now, like you're gonna see me a hot mess. Like I got muck boots on, and like I get down into this shit. Like some of these places,
you'll never be a hot mess. You better stop it.
I do. Like I use the miter saw. I use all the tools and everything.
Oh my
Fun
god.
fact, I can change my own oil. I can change the oil in the tractor.
I have all the tools, but nothing to redo.
So what is it?
I said I have all the tools, but nothing to redo. Like I have a miter saw. Like these are my tools. These are mine. I wanted them because I can do stuff like that. I just don't really want to right now. But
I just always wanted to learn like how to do these things like myself, because I'm like, you know what? I just like a challenge, and to know like, okay, if I know that I think I cannot do something, it'll drive me nuts to where like ceramic tile. I was like, oh yeah, I would never be able to do a ceiling like little ceramic subtile like for a stand-up shower and stuff. And I got creative, like real quick. Same with like butcher block countertops. I thought, yeah, they'll turn out like shit. And then I'm like, damn, I did pretty good. It's fun to try something new.
I'm gonna put my sister's page in private chat, and she gutted and remodeled her entire kitchen during this pregnancy. She is insane. She built her own fireplace.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
crazy.
That's amazing.
I want to meet
She's
her.
like Joanna Gaines.
I just love how you said, these are mine, my tools.
Yeah, they're mine. Don't touch.
Don't fuck with my tools.
I mean, because he doesn't do stuff like that. But if I want something done, I would like to do it myself instead of paying somebody to do it for me. And I'm like, I have a very creative mind. So if I can see it in my mind, I can usually do it. But the thing is, my problem is whenever I get started on something, it devours me and like I don't come up for air. Like I will.
Same.
It's just the way it is.
Yeah, when I get an idea, like I jump my ass in the car, and then they're like, "Where are you going?" I'm like, I have to go to Lowe's, or I have to go to the lighting store. Like I have it upstairs, like mentally, like I do weird shit. Like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I will be thinking of something like, oh, I want to build. I know what I want to do, because like I went back and forth over the sink in the STAM remodel and trying to figure out the right kitchen cabinets to go over the sink. I'm telling you, like for 3 weeks. And then finally I'm like, oh my God, there was extra butcher block left. So I went and got industrial piping and I painted it like a bronze, like brushed gold, and made my own brackets, and I made 6 hanging butcher block shelves, and I stained the butcher block shelves to match the new kitchen counter, but then I did a lighter gray or a lighter grain stain on one, and then a medium, and then the dark, and then the same other color. So it was a lot of contrast, but it turned out badass. I was so excited. Like it was fun. It's the little things.
Where's my voice? Hello. Mountain Girl, did you see my my she shed?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Did you see it?
Where?
No, I don't remember that.
Y'all don't know my she shed? Trixie, will you drop my she shed? Will you drop my she shed video? It's on my other channel. But I bought a little, like, really, it was a playhouse by I can't remember the brand, but you know those little playhouses that have a little porch on it, but they're big though. You know, it's like 8 by, I think it's like 8 by 16.
Hi, the real Gigi.
And it has like a little front porch on it, and then there's a tiny door because it's really for kids. But then the back door is huge. It like takes up the whole back wall, so grown-up people can go into it. And then it has a loft. But so I bought it as this playhouse, and I just remodeled it, and it's a she shed.
Oh my God, we have got to do a she shed live in our she sheds.
You have a she shed?
Duh. Yeah. And actually, that's so damn funny that you said that, because I was thinking today, because I have been thinking about doing that channel, you know, for everything that I have flipped. And I started to think today, like, I wonder if I should start doing lives out in the she shed, like when it gets, you know, a little bit warmer. And that's so funny that you said that. We need to do a live in our she sheds together.
Well, listen, here's a sad story about mine. Mine is at, oh, Penny fell. Or something, but she's gone. Okay, there's the she shed video. But mine is at my old house, which I can still go there because my daughter and her husband bought our old house, and I need to get it moved here, but it's like such an ordeal to find somebody that can do it, because it's really like a small yard. Well, when you watch the video, you'll see because it was super hard to get it in there. So it's going to be hard to get it out too.
Yeah, those are challenging. Do you know anyone that's got like a flatbed tow truck though?
No, but the hardest part is that I need someone who I don't know what that little thing is called, but the little dealy bop to drive it back there is what a lot of people don't have, and I have no idea what it's called. So it's a little tractor thingy.
A backhoe or trackhoe?
Yeah, I think it might be a backhoe.
Yep,
Who you calling a hoe? Who you calling a hoe?
I got a backhoe, girl. I'll drive that bobcat right up in there and get that shit and yank it the fuck out of there.
Look at Scott here. I haven't seen Scott in a hot second.
Hey, Scott H, what's up?
Do you have some thoughts?
I know you know well, Scott. But no, Libby, honestly though, so here's the thing on your she shed. If you have a rental equipment company there in the area, it literally it would take you a couple hours and probably 3 people. And then once you get that out of there, it should fit just on like a regular flatbed wrecker tow truck. So you may have like roughly like $400 into it to transport it and move it, but I think it'd be worth it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's about, I think I spent $350 moving it there, but I can't get anybody who has the equipment to do it now. I don't know.
I will seriously. That gives me a reason to come and see you. I will. I'll load up heavy equipment and drive my ass there and help you. I got chains. I got everything. What is it?
You have a backhoe?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because here's the thing. It was cheaper, and you can buy them affordably. Like we bought one that was, obviously used at an auction, but I mean it's 4 years old, but it still has a lot of life in it because when you do like all these properties and you flip them and stuff, you have to rent equipment a lot of the times. So it was beneficial to just buy one because we had to grade out like driveways and dig out to, pour concrete and just a number of things. But what's also beneficial is you can also like rent it out to like people, for the fraction of the cost and still make money on it. So that bitch paid for itself.
That's really smart. How much is one of those bad boys?
The one that I got was $18,500.
Damn, girl.
But it had, the attachments because it has different size, like attachments and stuff. You can put like a damn snow blade on them. You can do a lot of stuff. But yeah, heavy equipment, it's not cheap. That's why it's pricey to rent it, but like I said, it pays for itself if you have to rent one a lot.
All right, I put the link if Scott, if you want to come up or anyone, but I put the link. So
now, Libby, real quick, did you do landscaping on the outside of yours?
No, I didn't really get to that.
I'm gonna send you I'll send you a special photo later, like later on tonight. You'll get a kick out of it.
I did like a little pathway to it, like with pavers and and pebbles and stuff. But
I'm jealous, so mine doesn't have a porch.
And it's so cool because we used to live on a little pond. Scott H is back here. We used to live on a little pond, and so I had the front porch facing out to the pond, and I would sit on my tiny little tiny ass porch.
Scott H is like, what the hell did I just walk into? Women talking about she sheds.
Actually, I watched this lady, they homestead, and she just got through doing a she shed. Her husband bought her one, and then they she redecorated the whole inside of it, and he finished it out, insulated it, and drywalled it and everything, and then she went in and interior decorated it. It's pretty neat.
It's fun. I mean, it's literally like being like a damn house, like literally. I did. I have too. I've been drunk as fuck on wine and passed out in mine quite a few many times.
Okay, dang.
She put a self-composting toilet in it and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was neat.
Mine's not that fancy.
No, there's not room in mine for that. But I had a little futon in there, a wicker one, of course, because it had to be shabby chic, you know what I'm saying? And then it opens up to a bed. But yeah, that was my office, my work office when I was using it. But now my work office is in the middle of the living room, and it's crazy.
Right.
See, men have man caves. They have great big ass pole barns with all the toys and the bullshit in it. So the women, we get the cute little she sheds. She cave is what I call mine.
I'm going to mute out because I got to eat this chicken. It's fire.
So what's up, everybody?
I'm just cruising around YouTube streets.
Oh, you're just
out there
chilling?
Yeah, just seeing what all's going on.
And you seeing all of us crazy bitches up here and thought, oh, Lordy.
I went back over to Penny's. I saw she's still doing the silent live, and
oh shit,
messages come over that y'all were over here. So I thought, well, I'll go swing over and see what they're talking about.
Oh shit! Penny was like, "Oh shit!" She forgot she was
upstairs right now.
I
heard backhoes and bobcats, and I was like, "Hey, now."
Yeah. I know. I know how to run that shit. I know how to grade a driveway. I know how to dig and pour for a basement. I can do all kinds of shit.
That's awesome.
No, it's fun because what I was telling them is that it saves a lot of money, and especially to not have to hire out for contractors and stuff like that. And it saves a lot of time because a lot of the times, a lot of the contractors and stuff are completely booked out for long periods of time, especially with the pandemic and stuff. So it's nice to be able to just hop in the bitch and know like how to do it.
Absolutely. I ran into that stuff a lot back when I was working. You only rent things for a few times and you're like, oh shit, why don't I just buy one?
Yeah, because it's expensive. Like you can spend easily like almost $1,000 over a course of like a few days, or less than a week. So yeah, I mean, if you definitely use it for projects and stuff, it pays for itself in no time.
Right. Yeah.
But now I'm like, whenever I start talking about like tools and shit, then I'm like, damn it, now I want to go do something.
Right.
I want to run out and do a project, damn it. But no, talking about she shed. So no, mine's not like over the top, like crazy, anything like, fanatic-y or anything. What I did with mine is I did the white shiplap walls, and then I put like just a really simple, I painted it white. It was a wooden chandelier for the light fixture. And then instead of buying furniture, I took an old antique full-size headboard and footboard, and I custom built a full-size swing. and then it just hangs. So it's basically like a bed / couch. And then I just did like a great big huge oversized like white feather down cover, and then I've got close to like 50 damn throw pillows like everywhere on it. And
You
I'm
have
telling
a
you,
swing in your she shed?
yeah, it's
Oh
well,
my
it's like
God.
it's for my yeah,
It's a
it's
swing bed, right?
yeah, it's a swing bed.
Oh
So
my gosh, I love those.
so it's not so that way I don't have to have a couch or a bed since there wasn't room to do both. So I just I custom built a swing bed. I thought some people would think that that was like redneck or like hillbilly-ish, but I like it. It
No,
works.
no, girl, you're speaking my language with the swing bed, okay?
You want me to make you one?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and here's the thing, like how to do when you hang them, because I'm like, no, I do not want like a metal chain. I want it to just be like very like kind of rustic and
Yes.
at the same
Right.
time. So
Like a
I got
spinning rope.
yes. Yep. And then what I did was I lightly distressed it. So it just looks like busted wood almost. It's kind of wild. Scott, do you want me to build you one too, honey?
Nah, I'm good on that. I was
He's good.
Well, hey, I will tell you one thing though that is cool, like that can be built like for guys, or little boys, is if you ever take an old pickup truck bed and you can convert that and make that into a bed too.
right. Yeah.
Have you seen that, Scott?
I have slept passed out in the back of a pickup truck bed many times.
Like a real one on like a second driveway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's what she was talking about, Scott.
No, Scott. I'm talking about like they make beds for men and like kids that are real damn it, what is it? Tailgates. Like a real truck tailgate. They will convert those into like a real actual bed or a couch. And Scott's like, well, I've slept in the tailgate of a bed many times. And I'm like, passed out in a driveway?
Yeah, well, that's what I was kind of alluding to is back in my drinking days, you get too drunk, you pull over on some back road somewhere and crawl back in the back and wake up the next day, carry on with your day.
The only thing I ever did on like country back roads was now I used to like go to a little bar with some friends, and we knew that always that the town sheriff would always be sitting over the hill on one certain road. Well, fortunately, we had most of the land on one side, and my friend who lived next door, they had the remaining part of the land, and then the bar was literally like right on the corner, just off the beaten path. So you know what we would do? We were smart. We would leave our trucks at home. We went and drink and drive. We would drive our quad runners through the damn cornfield.
Yeah, there you go.
Have you ever done that, Libby?
I drove a Ford Festiva through somebody's yard.
Intentionally or accidentally?
It was intentional.
What the hell?
Libby was like, Penny, Libby is like, no, but I straight up drove a Ford Festiva. What is it?
Ford Festiva. We called it was my girlfriend's. It was a we called it her milk carton because if you set it up on its side, it would be shaped just like a milk carton, and it was
Right.
white, But yeah, this was in my wild days, and
Oh, God.
we were doing too much, way too much, but it was fun.
I bet Penny has some stories.
And it was
Like
snowy.
what?
It was snowy too.
Penny goes like, what? We're talking about like back in the days, like what we would drive and where we'd bounce around to and do bad shit. Scott passed out
Bad
in
stuff.
in the tailgate of the trucks, and Libby drove a milk jug through yards, and I drove quad runners through fucking cornfields. So what have you done, Penny?
Nothing exciting like that. Guys, you guys have lived such adventurous lives.
Penny,
That was just the tip of the iceberg.
now watch this. I guarantee it. Penny's gonna come back and be like, "Well, I drove a badass skateboard down the fucking hill."
No. No, I didn't. I don't think I've done anything like driving. See, I have a friend who crashed a cop car into a Starbucks, but that wasn't me.
Sheesh.
He
Okay,
lost
that
both of his legs.
They did what?
He was all so right out of high school, he moved out to LA to go do porn and
Oh, wow.
and yeah, it was pretty crazy because we didn't like none of us friends knew what he was going to do. I remember taking his pictures for him to submit for modeling, and then
What kind of pictures would those be? Was it
I
the size of his hot dog, Penny?
No, but he was in the shower. I did take pictures of him in the shower. Like he was my bestie, and I took pictures of him like just with the water like dripping off of his face and stuff. Wasn't no big deal. And he still had his underwear on. Don't even get it twisted because I don't think he would see. He's actually gay, so I don't know if he was. We didn't know he was gay then, but when we found out that he was doing porn, that's when he also came out to us and.
He came all the way out. He was like, fuck it.
Yeah, and but anyway, so he was living the fast life out there and got addicted to some drugs and ended up still in a cop car, crashing it into a Starbucks, and both of his legs had to be amputated. And then also he ended up doing some time for murder, but it was self-defense, so he's out now.
Wow. Damn.
But that's not my story. I didn't do any of that. I mean, I used to party.
Everyone says it was a friend of theirs.
Well, I certainly still have my legs, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shoot. Prove it.
You want to see a picture of my feet?
I was always blame like my friends would always like tell their husbands and stuff like, "Oh no, that was her. She did it. It's her fault." And I'm like, huh?
Well, my friends did too, but it was my fault. So there's nothing much I could say.
I mean, I used to run the roads whenever we were like 16, 17, but we were kids, so that doesn't really count. We were just running from, different party to different party and whatever. I mean, it wasn't always like that. My friends used to always go party without me, but then whenever my high school sweetheart broke up with me, I started going partying with them. And then right whenever I turned 18, I left for the Navy.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
See, now I'm getting flashbacks of like bad shit that me and my friends used to do. Good God. I sometimes wonder like, oh my Lord, how did we not ever in our life, like once, ever get arrested or get killed? Because like we did some crazy shit. Like I remember there was 12 of us. One of our friends had a divorce party, and it was 4th of July weekend, hot as hell out. We had all like went off to this really super cool place, and we got a huge houseboat, and there wasn't anyone else out at the time, and we're just like a bunch of mid-aged drunk biatches like being ridiculous. We all like jumped off and like went diving in, not appropriately. And I'm not kidding you. Like the freaking minute that happened, all of a sudden, here comes the fucking water patrol, like with this fucking spotlight to do like, boat checks that they do. Because for the holiday weekend, they check to make sure that people are not, doing what they're not supposed to be doing because they have like curfews. You're not supposed to have drugs or alcohol in the water, just different shit. But yeah, they pulled up to seeing a bunch of drunk mid-aged women with their damn tatas there. Like, I'm like, you've got to be
Their
fucking
damn
kidding me.
tatas.
Yes, their damn tatas floating around, keeping us afloat. It was just, I'm like, God, we're freaking dumbasses.
Don't share. Okay. Just reading the private chat. So y'all, back in the day, did you have a designated skinny dipping spot?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where was it?
A quarry.
Same.
And you did too, Scott?
Yeah, we had a houseboat on the lake.
Hell yeah, Scott.
That's awesome.
But I only did that like a couple of times.
We had lots of boats, so the houseboat stayed stationary, but we could either skinny dip there or hop in the boats and go, to some other cove or pretty much wherever we wanted to go.
I was a naked ass mermaid, man. I like the water.
See, but
called
not me.
Hidden
That
Beach.
was I only ever did that around like my boyfriend, my very long term boyfriend. Like it wasn't like a group of us and we just all go running out into the water and jump in. We're all butt ass naked. No.
Yeah.
I was a very modest person. And I'm still a very modest person. I don't like to dress like, and I wasn't just naked around anybody. It's not it's not how that was, but
No, I only did that like with like all the girlfriends, and we had our like bottoms on stuff, but we just let the girls breathe and just help us float along.
Free the tatas.
Yeah, it was, more when I did it.
I will tell you one place where shit gets really batshit crazy and you really see some shit, which I've stayed conservative every time I've ever went, is if you ever go to Sturgis, like for bike week, like you see some shit. You see some really, really whack shit.
We have 2 different bike weeks here in Myrtle Beach.
Oh yeah, I've been to bike week in Myrtle. It gets pretty fucking turned up.
So let me ask you this: which one do you go to? Which bike week?
This has been, I want to say it's been at least 7 years ago. And when we went, it was in June. I don't know which, it's not like the one with like all the crotch rockets and stuff like that. It's more the Harleys, the Victories, and, I call it the old people bikes.
I love Harleys.
Yeah. Harleys used to be my fave, but then I really started leaning toward Indians and Victories. So right now my favorite is an Indian model, but I kind of lean away from Harleys because I think that they're built I don't think they're built as good as what they used to be, if that makes sense.
Thank you, Angela, for your support, and also thank you for your service. Who you got, Navy?
Scott, do you like motorcycles?
I think they're cool to look at. I had some when I was younger, and I never really had too good a look on them. Well, it was just always, when you drink too much and get rowdy and you damn motorcycles. So
That's the number one. No, you can't dare drink and drive on a motorcycle.
No.
Mm-mm.
My mistake on motorcycles was, and you'd seem like as many times as I did it, it would finally become ingrained in my thick skull, but they accelerate far faster than what they decelerate when you're trying to stop.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Like, I mean, you can get to 90 miles an hour in a split second, but it's going to take you a minute to get slowed down from 90 miles an hour. Well, I would always be up on something and really, really need to be slowing down, and it was always too late. So I got rid of those.
Seeing these damn crotch rockets and shit. Is that what you were talking about earlier, Penny? Or Penny, Libby, when you said like what, which bike show? Because see those faster damn bikes like that these young kids drive and shit, those crotch rockets and stuff. I mean, those damn things are scary.
So listen, the 2 different bike weeks, one is just called just Bike Week, I think. And then this is what I think is so weird. When we first moved here to South Carolina and we heard about this, I was like, I'm sorry, what? I thought they were kidding because there's, my husband's laughing too, because there's Bike Week. And then that's usually around, it's like Memorial Day weekend, isn't it, honey? Yeah. And then, well, I don't know which one is which, but anyway, then there's another one and it's literally called Black Bike Week.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but no, Bike Week. Yeah, that's what like all my t-shirts and stuff say, MB Bike Week. But no, yeah, there is another one. And they have that at many places too, the Black Bike Week. And many of those, there are crotch rockets and Harleys and stuff too, but they have those all over too.
I never heard of a segregated freaking bike weeks. That was new to me. You know, I was from a very integrated place. So when I moved down south, I was like, I'm sorry, huh? Separate?
Yeah, and I don't think it's like for like any like particular reason or anything. I've been a couple of those too, like for like some of the friends and stuff. But it's actually cool. I mean, it's basically the same thing as what you're saying, the Bike Week. But I know though, but doesn't Myrtle Beach still do that though, where they have? Yeah. And I wasn't meaning the difference of what you were just talking about, but no, they do have 2 different shows though, where it is like all crotch rockets, and then another one is just basically all the what I call the older generation, like with all the like the hogs and the Indians and stuff like that. Or maybe it's called something different with the crotch rockets. They have something where it's just literally like just all crotch rockets.
I don't know what that is. But the 2 bike weeks are just Bike Week and Black Bike Week. I think it's freaking weird.
You guys need a bike.
No, I'm terrified. I've been on a motorcycle one time and I went around the block and I felt like we were going to tip over 7 times and I did not like it.
I drove a motorcycle a couple of times, but it was my husband's and I don't remember what it was. It was a Kawasaki something. It was a big one. It was heavy. And I just drove it maybe a couple times. Once down the highway was terrifying. And then a couple times just around the block. But I didn't really like it. I didn't feel very in control. And that's, yeah, didn't like it. But
see, it depends on like the weight of all the bikes are going to be heavy and stuff. But if you find the right one, like with the right fit and stuff, driving one is a lot more fun than riding one. I mean,
it makes my butt go numb. What the hell? I don't like that.
I love driving motorcycle.
And then I'm like, whenever I'm not the one driving, I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna kill us.
Right. Like,
but I have also, I've flipped a 4-wheeler and that has probably kind of damaged me for things without walls. So
It's the walls.
yeah, things without doors. That was horrible. I skipped school. Junior year, I skipped school, and me and my boyfriend were writing down what is that stuff called? Where it's like a clearing for, I guess they call it a pipeline. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like a clearing of trees just for whatever. Anyway, so we were racing the four-wheelers up and down that, and there was a big old dip, and I hit it way too fast.
Oh my gosh.
And I flew off and flew into the woods, and
Stop
the
it.
four-wheeler came like right behind me. And I was actually under the four-wheeler whenever it was all said and done. And the messed up thing is I couldn't go to school again and again and again because and I couldn't tell my parents either, because if I told my parents, they would know I was skipping school. So I couldn't go to school again and again because like half of my classes were upstairs and I couldn't get up the stairs. Like I was fucked up.
Oh,
But
Penny.
yeah.
Yeah, honey, you are lucky you did not do any major, even further damage. Because seriously, a lot of people don't realize this, but seriously, quad runners, they can be more dangerous when wrecked than a motorcycle. I've known several people throughout the years who've actually died from quad runner accidents. When one of those things flip and pin you and, you know, get you, I mean, it's bad. Like, it's scary shit. Those things are dangerous.
I couldn't even walk. Like I stood up out of shock, right? So he came over there to check on me, and I don't even remember. I just remember writing, and then all of a sudden, I'm standing up and trying to like play it off like I'm fine. And then, whenever I took one step, it felt like something pinched, and then I had to be carried, and then that was it. And then I remember like having to suck it up and go home and just pretend like, I just didn't feel good or something and just lay down.
Oh my gosh.
Probably had a broken rib too.
Nah, I don't think so. I don't think I had a broken rib, but I do think it messed up my hips pretty bad.
A broken rib is a motherfucker. That takes a long time to heal. It sucks.
But what's crazy though, and the reason why I say that is because people don't realize how easy it is to have that happen.
Yeah, that's true. But I've also watched my cousin flip four-wheelers, and he's one time I wasn't there. I don't even know what the hell he was doing, but I got a phone call saying that he was riding down the street or riding down the road on his four-wheeler, and a freaking car T-boned him on a four-wheeler. And he survived. He cannot die. He's been almost dead many times. He cannot die. He's crazy.
So what's cracking in your world, Scott? What's been going on with you?
Not a whole lot. Just researching some stuff, looking at some different things.
Oh, like what? I'm curious. Tell me.
Tell you.
Well, if you can, if you want.
I've been looking into another case. Of course, I guess y'all heard about Kathleen Moore today.
I haven't.
No, me neither.
Do you know who Kathleen Moore is?
Yes, I heard about her.
They arrested her boyfriend today and charged him with second-degree murder.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Okay.
They found
guys, I don't know about this case.
She was a 34-year-old black lady in Florida. Her and her friends were out at a club. Well, they had been to several clubs and apparently had been in an argument. And this girl, Kathleen, left with her boyfriend.
I thought Now, I thought that Kathleen had argued with her boyfriend. Is that
Yeah.
what you Okay.
Yeah. But she's still left with him.
Right.
And they get back to his house. Supposedly, he stopped at a store to buy cigarettes, but they could not tell if she was with him. They're still investigating the video footage and everything.
I had heard something about an Uber. Did they get in the Uber?
No.
Okay. That was his story. That was bullshit.
Right. Well, someone's. We don't know exactly yet.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're estimating that they left the club around 11:30 p.m. Would have got to his place by about 12:30. And then he had to be at his job. He was a chef, I believe. He had to place a meat order at the restaurant that he worked at 1:30 a.m. So somewhere along in those lines, her cell phone ends up in a dumpster at Walgreens, which a homeless man finds when he's in there looking for food. And they find his bloody clothes in the dumpster outside of his restaurant that he works at. So that was enough for them to, and they said there was more, but they couldn't release that right now, but there was enough evidence to where they could go ahead and charge him with second degree murder.
Wait, now okay, so Angela says they found a lot of blood, but she still hasn't been found. Is that the case?
Correct.
He's not been found.
They said he was cooperating in the beginning, and then he got an attorney, and he has not. And they said he was cooperating at first, and then he stopped cooperating, and he still hasn't told them where Kathleen is, where the body is. He just shut up, clammed up, and that was it. But yes, Angela is correct. They found a lot of blood.
Did you say he lawyered up?
Yes, he did.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
So you're going to start covering that story, though, Scott, you said?
Well, I was going to, but they went ahead and made an arrest fairly quickly. So I'll keep updates on it, if they find her body or whatever. But I've been working on another case down in Florida too, where they found a young lady. Well, she's my age, basically. She was 47 years old. They found her leg in McKay Bay in Tampa, Florida. And come to find out, this is where it gets really interesting, not that it's not interesting enough. This man had custody of an 8-year-old girl. The 8-year-old girl's mother, who was 34, this man is 69. She died from a quote unquote accidental drug overdose in September. He meets this new lady, Stephanie Crone Overholtz, at a McDonald's in Tampa, and she's fallen on some rough times. And he says, she was living in her car. He said, I've got a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. Why don't you come live with me, kind of get back on your feet? Well, she did. And then some neighbors spotted him dumping bags over the railing in the bay, and she had not contacted anybody via text or phone call. So they went to investigate and found blood all over his shoes, his kitchen cabinets, and the mattress in his daughter's bedroom. and her own blood in her own car where he had stuffed her in the trunk to take her to the bay to dump her.
What?
So they found enough to lock him up for murder. And they found her torso with multiple stab wounds.
Bro, what the fuck?
And apparently more body parts, but they haven't released that yet. Now, I've ran the criminal histories on all these folks, and I haven't decided how I'm going to actually approach it yet, because I'm trying to be extremely delicate because there's children involved. Like I said, there's an 8-year-old girl. And one of these ladies, that is the 34-year-old young lady that had the accidental drug overdose, this is her child. Her child witnessed some of the violence that occurred between her father and the 47-year-old lady, Stephanie Crone Overholtz.
Wow. Plus makes you wonder if the 8-year-old's mother, the biological mother who died of the so-called drug overdose, was actually an overdose.
Exactly. Here's where it gets even crazier, and this is why I got that thought, Mountain Girl. When they were doing the DNA analysis to verify that that was Stephanie's blood on the mattress, on his shoes, his kitchen cabinets, and in her car, they found a dual profile. Another female's blood, but they haven't said whether it was on the mattress, on his shoes, or on the kitchen cabinet. So here's what we're stuck with. Was this lady killed before Stephanie? During the same time Stephanie was killed? Or did he kill again after he killed Stephanie?
I went in on this.
So now, since September, we've got 2 dead bodies. One from a accidental drug overdose, which is his daughter's mother. One is a lady that's found in pieces floating in a bay in Florida. God. And another profile of a female blood mixed in with the lady's blood that he dismembered.
And where is this man now?
He's in jail.
Thank God. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
is he still running around somewhere, or okay, cool.
Well, it makes you wonder if there's more.
Oh, I'm sure there are.
That's the question. Now, you go back and you look at the profile pictures of these ladies. Now, this is total speculation. This is where Scott has his thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
The 34-year-old lady has short blonde hair. What I would consider to be a fairly attractive lady. Stephanie Overholtz was 47. He's 69. She had short blonde hair. What I would consider to be a very attractive lady.
Oh, shit.
My question is, this third female DNA profile of blood, I wonder if she's got blonde hair and is fairly attractive. The other 2 ladies had previous problems, criminal history-wise, drug problem-wise, as well as this gentleman. Just to give you an example of, and I'm going to get into it more on my show. I don't want to hijack Libby's channel here and do a whole show on her channel. But this gentleman has 19 counts of charges related to cocaine. His daughter's mother, now they were never married. I think she had like 15 charges in 1 year. And there's everything involved that you would normally involve theft, petty theft, possession, sale, simple exchange, DUIs, driving under the influence, drug paraphernalia, so on.
Prostitution involved with any of these ladies?
Well, you know, I don't know. I haven't found anything about that, but what I have found were these two ladies, both of them were seemingly destitute with drug problems, family problems, relationship otherwise problems. And this man seemed to prey on them.
Yeah.
In them being in a vulnerable state.
Yeah.
And why did he all of a sudden go off the rails in September? Or did he go off the rails in September? We don't know.
I bet not.
Is that blood, the second profile, was that lady injured enough to bleed? We don't know if she's dead, so we can't say that. Was she injured enough to bleed before the lady had the accidental drug overdose?
So I have a question, Scott. How close in proximity are these, like as far as time goes? How close together are these instances?
His daughter's mother died from the overdose in September. Stephanie was found first reported missing on November 5th. So a month and a half, 6 weeks.
And then the third profile could be, or the second profile mixed in with the blood could be before or after September.
Before, right? After, or during, yes.
So it's kind of all close together.
Did he always live in Florida though? And
no.
Did all of these happen in Florida?
He's lived in, yes, they've all happened in Florida, but he was coincidentally, he was from Erie, in Pennsylvania, lived in Pennsylvania, born and raised there, which is the same place that Stephanie was from. But he had been in Florida for far longer than what he could have known Stephanie based upon what I could find on their addresses where they were living and things like that.
I just don't see a 69-year-old just starting to do that stuff at 69.
Well, his criminal records go back to the 80s. I think 1986 is his first criminal charge. And he's had them all the way up till current.
Oh my God.
Especially whenever it's so close together like that, I don't feel like that's probably at all the first time that this has been going on.
Well, that's what I was looking at is when I saw this second profile come up, I was thinking, again, this is just Scott's thoughts. Could this be the making of a serial killer? Because we've already got a pattern established. Destitute young women that are blonde and attractive with drug problems that match his.
It seems like more of the unraveling of a serial killer, if that's in fact what he was. I think maybe he got old and sloppy.
Right. I would agree, Libby. I would agree. He got to a point to where he got caught. Or he would still be a serial killer. But yes, I think you're right. He got sloppy.
And look at all the missing women in that area from like the last 20 years. You're probably onto something. There could be probably dozens of women that fit that same description. And it's just weird. Like he shows up at McDonald's, to get like a fucking Big Mac and then decides to be the McKiller. I mean,
well, that's exactly what we're looking at is missing women in the areas that he's lived in, unsolved missing cases of women that fit that particular body type, hair color, history.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be in Florida in a week, so I'm glad he's in prison.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's locked up.
Well, they got that DNA now, buddy, so you're on the hook for anything they want to charge you with.
I'm gonna look it up tonight. Now my mind is like, Scott's like, I won't steal your case, honey. I'm just nosy. I want to see more about it now. My mind is like curious.
Well, I see MH is in the chat here saying Cassidy's killer. MH, I think I may have seen you over on my channel before, but I did cover Cassidy Rainwater. There's a lot of similarities between Cassidy Rainwater's case and this case. There sure is.
Oh my gosh.
There sure is.
That's another super, super crazy, just sick.
That one's still unwinding too.
Wow.
A lot of fucked up fuckery in this world.
I want to know how many damn women this freaking fucking whatever McDonald, McChicken, McGriddle freaking weirdo. I mean, seriously, it sounds like he would go to places and prey on women who probably did not have money. And maybe this woman was somebody who was like even possibly panhandling outside of McDonald's, asking for money or asking for food. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And then, because I mean, think about it. What freaking normal individual, actually, too, one who has an 8-year-old daughter, going to just invite some random ass bitch he met up at McDonald's to move into his house? You know, like obviously that's a red flag. And then what kind of a freaking woman is just going to let some freaking Big Mac man roll up on her at Mickey D's and be like, "Hey, darling, I got a house you can move into," and just go for it? Like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, no.
Yeah, and like a target of somebody who probably won't be missed. And
well, that is why
that really got me on this is because Stephanie Crone Overholtz seemingly left Pennsylvania, because I have screenshots from her. Yeah, I want to ask Penny Glitter Otsy about the billboards too in a minute. I've got screenshots from this woman. She had multiple Facebook accounts, but we got to them hopefully early enough to where this is going to play some sort of a role. This lady has proof that her ex had hacked her bank cards, all of her stuff. He had like GPS trackers in her phone, all kinds of crazy stuff like this. She's got multiple harassment charges against her. He has multiple charges against him. So this is the type of behavior that this lady should be, if she was leaving Pennsylvania to get away from a stalker that had orders of protection and restraining orders and had hacked into her phone and put GPS locators in her phones, hacked into her Facebook accounts, all her social media. Why would she willingly get into a relationship with a man unless she was extremely desperate?
She fits the profile, honestly, of those like prostitutes, is what I think. I think he fits the profile of somebody in the past who probably picked up prostitutes and possibly killed them. And the reason why I say this is because the kind of women that he's picking up are ones that would not be, you know, really seeked out for missing, like not much care by people or an important case to some. So With that being said, you usually find those people at vulnerable times. And that's why, like with prostitution and stuff, that gets started by these women that are down on drugs, panhandling, or coming out of the homeless shelter and places like that. I bet you this fucking freak has killed many women.
That's what I'm thinking. Those are my thoughts for sure.
I'm going to get busy on it.
Robert
That's just not
Kessler
okay.
and Stephanie Crone Overholtz. And if you need any more information, you can email me or something. And I've got all what I'm doing right now is I'm building the timeline of character development, who these two women were, who he was, what led them up to the place that they're at now, and who is this third woman? At least a third woman.
Yeah. There's going to be a whole bunch of people in Florida to go through as far as looking for a missing person. Ugh.
Hey, Libby, I gotta say something really quick before I forget. So, Libby, you have blonde hair. I wanted to point out, Scott, with all these women, he made sure to say that they had short blonde hair and what he would say as attractive. So, Scott, are you basically saying that blondes are better than brunettes?
Not at all. I was equal opportunity.
Yes, he is.
Blonde.
I really think he was. Like my heart sank as soon as he kept saying short blonde hair. I'm like, oh, here we go. Here's another damn blonde lover. Laugh out loud.
Well, I guess I'm safe because I'm ugly and my hair's long. So and he's in prison, so we're good.
You're not.
Chase,
let's talk about this baby girl for a second. I want to get your all's.
Yeah.
I want to throw this thought out there if y'all hadn't already thought about it. I've been looking at things, just some other things that I've ran up on and some things that I've looked at and just thinking about things. And what if Summer was not missing until she was?
Huh?
What if Summer was not missing until she was? Now let's think about this.
I'm thinking and I'm lost.
Okay.
Well, I know how you are, and I know it's going somewhere. So.
And then I got thinking about stuff, and I've been listening to certain people and certain things that certain people say, and regardless of how you feel about these certain people, let's leave that aside. Let's listen to what they say. And let's listen to what Candace says and Dawn says and Jody Sue says and Squall Tit says. And let's listen to what they say, regardless of how we feel about them. Because I feel certain ways about certain people, and I know that definitely certain people feel certain ways about me. But let's put all that aside and let's just look at what's been said and why it's been said.
Were you online last night, Scott? Did you hear the thing that Prayer Gardens of America played?
No.
She played a recording of Candace saying that she was told that a footprint was found on Jody Sue's land. So she played that.
I did hear that. I was not listening to Prayer Gardens, but I did hear that. Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't either, but it was definitely floating around today.
Yep.
So what? Okay, I'm confused.
I did a show on the footprints from early on, from the very beginning, of some subscribers of mine that took the original screenshots of the people that were on Facebook back in June.
Yeah, you were the first person that I could find that did a video on that. And that's how I originally heard about it, like a long time ago.
Right. Well, a lot of people are talking about it now. It maybe that video got some people thinking. I hope maybe it did, because it needs to be thought about. But let's think about this. Now, I don't know. I know Mountain Girl seems probably like she is the type person that would grew up kind of the way I did. And Libby, I don't know. I don't know too much about her personal history, but on the weekends or in the summertime,
I'm a gangster.
You're okay. Are you city girl or are you a country girl?
I love Libby, damn it. Oh my God. I love her ass. I'm gangsta.
What was that, Pat?
Or let's say up to the age of 18, were you a city girl or a country girl?
Okay, so I spent a lot of time at my grandparents in the country, a lot of time, but I did grow up in the city.
Yeah, same.
With my parents, so
mostly during the school year, I was in the city, but every single summer until I left, I was in the country.
Okay.
I'm a healthy mix.
Now, I'm looking at me. This is when I raised my son and stuff, and he would do silly stuff, growing up. I would look at myself and say, what was I doing when I was 14 years old? How did I act? How did I act when I was 18? How did I act when I was 8? So that I could meet them there is what it's called. Meet them where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of trying to bring them to where you are, because they can't do that. Because whether it's intelligence, age, culture, whatever, meet them where they're at if you can.
Mm-hmm.
So in the summertime when school was out, or on the weekends when school was going, or even during school, as long as my homework was done, when I got home, I threw my crap down and I hit the door and I wasn't back till dark.
Mm-hmm.
In the summer, when I was a kid, me and my buddies would hop on our bikes and we would be gone all day. We would pack our bags, pack our lunches, a bologna and cheese sandwich and a pack of chips, throw it in a paper bag, tape it to the middle bar on our bicycles, and we were gone. And we got into all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
And we had a creek that was the next neighborhood over. And there were a lot of woods through that creek, but it was worth going to that creek because the man that lived in the house whose woods we had to go through was a big fisherman. And he would pay us to get crawdads out of the creek so he could go fishing with them. So we would make and establish us good paths down to the creek so that it was easier for us to get in and out of there to get crawdads because he would pay us for them. We did all kinds of stuff when we were kids. Rode our bikes, played football, played in the woods, built forts. Why? Because we lived in the country and there wasn't nothing else to do. Do you believe, this can be rhetorical, that Candace left at 7 o'clock in the morning to have Granny at the emergency room at 8 o'clock and left 3 boys there, the ages that they were, and they stayed, in Candace's words, no one in, no one out, until 3:30 that afternoon.
No.
In June, on a beautiful summer day, you're telling me those boys stayed inside and didn't go outside? Now, we've seen those boys. And we've seen what those boys like to do.
Right. They have dirt bikes and
They got dirt bikes. They got BB guns.
Yep.
They play football. They also have a little tomboy sister who will tag along behind brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So, number one, I don't think the boys stayed inside from 7 o'clock in the morning until 3:30 on a pretty summer day.
Now that you mention it, no.
I think that there's a very good possibility that they like to play in that creek. Why do I say that? Because when Dawn comes home, they're playing in the creek. When Jody Sue, if we take what Jody Sue says, regardless of how you feel about Jody Sue said when she was searching, she came up the creek onto the boys before they even knew she was there, and they were playing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We've got a dog trail that could be pretty easily traversed. My question would be, if it were me and my friends or my brothers or my sister, do I think we would have a similar trail to the creek and shed, considering that might be a place where Dad and some of his friends hung out, or the creek because that's like where I like to go play and catch crawdads? Is it possible that I had a trail similar to the dog trail that led down to the creek that I like to play in? Because Dawn said they were playing and the neighbor said they were playing. So what I mean was Summer wasn't missing until she was. Summer was down there playing in the creek with the boys. They came home, Grandma, Candace, and Summer. Summer got out of the car, went inside. Maybe they planted flowers, maybe they didn't. Who knows? Maybe they got a piece of candy and washed their hands. Who knows? I don't really care. Maybe Summer went downstairs. I don't really care about that. Maybe they decided that they were all going to go play down at the creek because it was a pretty afternoon in June. And they all went down to the creek. Chances are there's probably a pretty established path down to the creek because they've got 20 dogs. And Candace and Dawn don't really strike me as somebody that's going to keep water bowls full for 20 dogs. I'm sorry, they just don't. They didn't keep food in the goddamn refrigerator for their kids. And all the other horror stories we've heard about the animals that they kept. And all the other horror stories that we've heard about the children that they've bred. All 8 of them between the 2 of them. So is it possible that Summer wasn't missing until she was? Is it possible they all went down a trail that they had established to play in the creek? And indeed, they were all playing, just like Jody Sue said. But Summer maybe went to the shed. But not for what you're thinking. Beach Creek is a very wide open, sparsely populated area with a group of people that live on Ben Hill Road, and then there's not much people until you get down to Light Holler on either the right or the left. Everybody else is pretty well spread out far apart or across Beach Creek on Simpson Loop. So is it possible that somebody was coming down a country road? Summer was playing in the creek with the boys, which could not be seen, because when Don pulls into the shed and pulls around and he's looking at the hunting blind, he goes down a hill. So that means if you were standing back on Beach Creek, you could not see kids playing in the creek. But if the three boys were playing in the creek and Summer came up over top of that hill, Summer would be visible. Now, we've seen on Don's videos and Chris McDonough's videos on Beach Creek Road, there's traffic. And there's a long stretch as you're coming up from the shed side of the property, not from the Ben Hill side road, not from the Ben Hill Road side of Beach Creek, but on the other side to where Ben Hill Road, you would pass the shed and Ben Hill Road would be on your right. There's a long stretch right there to where you could see that shed. And you could see a blonde hair, blue-eyed 5-year-old girl playing in the field in front of the shed.
It's so wild that you just said that, because in the very beginning, I just always had a hunch about something about that shed. And I never knew the dynamics and the layout like you just explained until Don did the video that's posted on Cher's channel, where he gave a tour of how he went home that day. And when he's pulling out of that shed to get back on the road, the first thing that I thought of when I seen that was, man, that's a busy road. So now that you just said that, like, is it even a possibility too that, okay, so everybody says that there's drugs on their road and stuff, right? So what if somebody was maybe coming to that road and they accidentally passed it? Well, the next thing that there would be to turn around would be what? Their property right there. So what if there was a possibility that somebody even turned in there to turn around, and with it being a busy road, maybe there was traffic coming and they had to wait? Or if somebody was just being a niche shit and, you know, looking around that damn cabin or something and spotted her. That's a really good idea for thought process to look into.
They could have just pulled in to take a leak. Anything. Or they could have seen Summer coming down the road and said, look at that. An unattended 5-year-old. Because remember, we've got some registered people that live in that area. We've also got some people in that area that aren't registered, but have.
It's a possibility that maybe the mom and the grandma could have possibly fabricated a little bit of their story too, because they did not want to get in trouble, maybe for admitting that, you know, they allowed the children to, you know, be down in that area unattended, because the father was so strong about saying, like, they never left the yard. And he kept saying, like, over and over, she would not leave the area, would not leave the area. And he said that so much to where, you know, it was almost like a selling point, I always thought.
Yeah.
And that's very interesting, almost like they did not want anybody to think that it was a possibility that she would dare go in another direction. But if you guys recall on the previous channel, I did a video showing that she would run off from them. And the video that I did showed her and the boys on the dirt bikes by the shed that said Cameron. Dawn was present with the children in the driveway. But I did screenshots and showed clearly an image where she is actually taking off to the left side where the trail is off to the woods. And the boys are all looking at her and Dawn. But I did that video. And I mean, that makes sense.
Now, as far as are involved, Summer's not missing. Why? Because Summer is down at the creek playing with the boys. So they have no reason to search for Summer because Summer's not missing. Until 6 o'clock when Jody Sue hears Candace start squalling and come down the hill in Grandis's truck saying, Summer's gone, Summer's gone.
Okay, and so then that
maybe the scream down at the creek with the boys, but she was.
So wait a minute, really quick, before I forget this. So this scream then, because I've always said, you know, like, okay, well, I find it odd that it was not reported or confirmed by law enforcement, but at the end of the day, in all fairness here, I mean, I don't understand or think that somebody would intentionally make up something like that or state it if it wasn't true, especially in a, you know, child case like this. So,
well, did you hear Jody talk last night where it could have been down now?
Well, here's my thought. What if that was a scream that she heard, but because remember, they said that they had never heard a scream like that or something. But what if maybe it was the mother after maybe realizing a little bit about what, you know, you're going toward? Just curious on it. Libby, what do you think, Lib?
So I would like to thank you all, but I really have to get going to bed because
Libby.
I'm sorry. I was trying to find a good segue because you know, the conversation was flowing and everything, but I wanted to play this 4-minute video that Glitterazzi made. I think it's a wonderful way to end this stream because it's just all about her. And yeah.
Well, you know we love you, right, Libby?
I do. And I love y'all too.